friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you some of the molds that I have been using in order to cast my cement. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Carla and I'm the creator behind K Essentials Candles. I create videos all about DIYs and candle making. So if that sounds like something you're into, please consider subscribing. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Today, I want to show you a couple of molds, some of my favorite, if you will, and my experience with them. I'll probably touch on 3 to 4 points. One of them being the overall sturdiness of the silicone, the mold and how it casts and it comes out, and the demolding process. I want to mention that all of these I purchased from Amazon, and the link is available in the description below. So I said the most expensive one, and of course, at no surprise, the most expensive one is my favorite one. It's the geometric. So this mold has a geometric shape. Now, what I enjoy about it, it's its thickness. It's probably one of the thickest mold that I have in my collection. Now, this one is meant to be utilized as a planter. So it did have here, I forget what this is called, a drain hole. Sorry, had a moment that so it did have a little drain hole, and it wasn't a drain hole, it was just a piece of the silicone kind of sticking out so it can penetrate through the cement and actually create that sinkhole. But I went ahead and I cut that off because for my purposes I'm using these for candles, and it wasn't feasible for me, but it does have, it's also heavy. So it's great because it actually withstands the cement when you pour it. Cement can be heavy and also expand when it's drying. And this mold was just perfect for it. I had no issues with it. I also want to make mention about the bubbles. I actually have some of the cast here, some of the jars that I casted here. And I want to show you. So starting with this one, as I told you, I did cut out the drain hole, and you can kind of see here, maybe, I don't know if the camera is capturing it, but you can see here how it has that little area. Now, it's not a big deal. No wax will seep through it because we end up sealing it and making it all pretty. By the way, if you don't know how to seal, or you're wondering how to seal these jars do need to be sealed, whether or not you're going to cast them for the purposes of a pot or to pour candle in it. You should seal them. And I have a video showing you how to do that and the materials. But getting back to my point, you see how beautiful the casting is. And I will say that I experienced very, very few bubbles when I was doing the casting. And then this is what the second one looks like. I have 2 to show you today. This one I did with the gold leaf, which I also loved doing. It was so easy for the it's raining. It was so easy for the gold foil to just stick onto the silicone. So again, it was really one of my favorites, not just because of this beauty, but also because it was just so easy to handle overall. So it is $40 each. This is the second mold, and this one, although it is flimsy, right, you can I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's also easy to handle, right, and demold. However, I actually experienced no issues with this one. This is my second favorite. I love the way the cast comes out. Look how pretty. Now, this one, I do have it with the wax filled. And this is the candles that I was making for friends and family while I was testing these out and just kind of playing with them. Now the cost of this silicone mold is $35. The material is durable, you can tell. I mean, I work it with nails, I work it without nails. I like, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty durable. In terms of bubbles, I didn't experience many bubbles while casting. I mean, just tapping on the sides was very easy. And also just kind of lifting it and tapping on the actual table. It was also very easy to do. I didn't experience any issues, and overall, as you can see, it came out so pretty. And oh, by the way, it fills in terms of wax. I have that for you. This one fills 8 ounces. Oh, I forgot about that. And it smells delicious. This is my mistletoe kisses, and it's one leftover from the holidays. It smells so good. I actually want to burn it, but okay. And this one, I'll kind of go back to it very quickly. This one holds 4 ounces of wax. So the next one, it comes in a set, and it is less in terms of pricing, is $24, $23.99, but it brings a set of 3, as I was telling you. So these are round pots holders, right? So it comes in this size and this size. And then there was a cylinder longer one. I don't have it with me. I actually never really got to get a good mold out of it, a good cast out of it. It was too flimsy. In terms of the actual silicone, it was very difficult to, as you can see, it's very difficult to demold. Now imagine having the actual cement and how tight it is. So peeling it was definitely a struggle. And then in terms of the overall cast, it was, I mean, it's good, but I did notice that after a while it would expand. So there's nothing really holding this sturdy. And once the cement was, I guess, drying, it goes through its expanding process, and so that would cause for the mold to expand and for the shape to kind of be distorted. So that was happening with this one. I noticed it. It was happening the most with that one. This one was a bit easier. Actually, I didn't really experience the difference, the expanding as much. At least I didn't really notice it in the castings that I completed. Look how pretty. This is probably one of the first candles, one of the first casts that I made. I actually remember the video that I posted. So this was one of the very first videos. And sorry, habits. But yeah, so this, I mean, they look really cute. I did sell tons of these in my farmers market over the holiday season, but for a long term, I decided it would have been too difficult, too many inconsistencies. In terms of bubbles, yeah, I had a few, but it wasn't a big deal. I particularly love the imperfections that each jar has. I just think it gives it character. It's what makes it unique, and it's truly what I aim for when I give a gift. I try for it to have some sort of sentimental value or connection. Okay, so that brings us to the last set. And this one is also a set. It is the least expensive. It's $17.99 or $18. And what I like about this one is that it brings 3 different molds, completely different molds. And I'll show you. I actually have one of the 3 molds, but I have the casting. So I'll start. with this one. So this one is what I decided to call the crystal jar. Many people have so many different names for it. I mean, I forget. I think one that comes to mind is the French cut. I don't know, but anyways, when I was messing with it and just kind of posting it on my site, I liked the idea of naming this one the crystal jar. I just think it looks kind of like a crystal. With that being said, this is what the mold, the cast looks like. This is the candle. And if you could smell it, ooh, you would buy it. You would burn it. Has like notes of leather, sandalwood, musk. What I love about this one is that it has a lid. Game changer. Extinguish a candle. I personally hate the after smell. Like, I love to burn candles. I love it. But when we blow it out, it just has that burnt smell. I don't know. I don't like it. But what I like about the lid is that obviously if you put a lid on it, it conserves all that smell in there. But yeah, so this is one, and then I'm gonna show you the cast of the other two. This one is the trinket jewelry jar or jewelry box, or I don't know what they call it, but to me it looks like a little circus tent. It's so cute. It also has the lid and the candle, and this one is mistletoe kisses. And last but not least is the tea light. So it brings a casting for the tea lights. With the tea lights, it was so much fun to make. I absolutely love these. I think it's so much fun to just kind of pop in the little teacup and just put them anywhere in the backyard, balcony. It just it's a vibe. It's such a vibe. So I absolutely love those. And let's talk about the sturdiness. So in terms of sturdiness, this one I had no issues with. It casted so well. In terms of expanding, it really didn't expand too much. It was actually nice. The lid itself was actually really good too. And then in terms of bubbles, barely any on the actual jar, but on the lid I did experience some bubbles. Actually like it. I love that it gives it character, so I didn't mind it. For this cast, so in terms of bubbles, it did really well, surprisingly, especially with all this rigids. I expected to experience a lot more bubbles, and I didn't. And I was also concerned about the top. Now with this, I will say that I did have to poke a toothpick almost like towards the end. So the cast is like this. So I would poke in order to try and fill as much as possible. And yeah, and overall, I love it. Again, I love the whole lid idea. And then, of course, the tea lights. These are so good in terms of peeling it, super easy. This one holds 8 ounces of candle. This one holds 3 ounces of candle. And obviously this is like a point, I don't know, a 1. Actually, it's 1 ounce, but I don't always put it all the way up. So it's about a 0.9. All right, guys, so that concludes my video for today. If you found any value or if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and let's connect on social media. Have you seen my new candle line? If you haven't, check out my link below. Show me some love, and until then, let your light shine. Bye, guys. See you next time.